Billy Luna.
I'ma be the last one standing tall. Joey Merlino.
With Joey Merlino.
Can't get no closer to this. Front row Joe in the house.
Ringside, motherfucker.
Jets tonight. Book it.
Ringside, you rat motherfucker. Can't come here.
We can go anywhere.
Go anywhere.
We're here at the tailgate with the greatest pizza maker in the world.
Shortly, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Front row Joe's in the building.
Like I said, we go anywhere.
Anywhere.
Ringside.
All right, I'm going to give you an update on the story of Joey Merlino being quote-unquote benched by the New York City Mafia bosses, according to Jerry Capichi, and re-chirped by all of the mob dorkiverse on YouTube. These dorky guys who, you know, think they're Sopranos characters, have no information, no correct information. Anyway, I just want to just come back and prove about a video I dropped that said this is just all BS. And I'm going to prove it by showing you extensive video of Joey just doing nothing but just rolling around New York City.
Please subscribe to the Billy Luna channel and like the video. Thank you.
Front row everywhere. And just quick disclaimer, I am once again in an automobile recording this. I am driving through the exquisitely beautiful Green Mountains of Vermont. The colors are starting to change and it's just beautiful, but I just had to drop this little update and I will be back in LA in a couple days. So we'll be back in the studio and getting things popping. This is an update to a video that I did about Jerry Capichi, a New York City, quote, journalist who dropped a story that skinny Joey Merlino was out of favor or, quote, benched by the bosses of the New York City Mafia. And of course, like I said, the mob rativerse and dorkiverse just re-chirped all of this BS information. And first, let me just get into this. In terms of who is benched and who is not benched, okay, Jerry Capichi used to be a journalist with the New York Daily News and several other New York papers. He was actually the one that was benched because he has not worked or been employed by a newspaper for quite some time. In fact, he disseminates his weekly mob, journalism on his website that looks like it was designed in 1981. It's like this super old website. And then he just, spouts this BS nonsense. And then, of course, MobTube re-chirps it, all the dorkiverse and the rativerse. So anyway, the last thing was that skinny Joey Merlino was benched by the bosses of the New York Mafia. So since then, I have actually spoken personally to Joe a few times, and I feel like every time I talk to him, he and Snuff are either catching a first-class flight to New York City, or they're in a Mercedes Sprinter van being picked up from the airport in New York City, or they're on the sidelines of a Jets game or a Mets game in New York City. I'm going to show you these little clips to show this. So it's just kind of funny. Their banner is "We can go anywhere." And I'd say that, that is absolutely true. They can go anywhere, but the place that they are most able to go, ironically, according to, Capichi and the Dorkiverse, is they can go to New York City most easily. Any borough, anytime, anywhere. They're everywhere. I mean, they're not only can they go anywhere, I feel like over the last couple weeks, every time I talk to them, they're in New York City. So check out this little piece right here. This is Joey and Snuff at on the sideline of a Mets game. It don't get more New York than this.
Shortly, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Front row Joe's in the building.
Like I said, we go anywhere.
Anywhere.
Ringside.
Check this out. This is Joe and Snuff on the sideline of a Jets game.
Can't get no closer to this. Front row Joe in the house.
Ringside, motherfucker.
Jets tonight. Book it.
Ringside, you rat motherfuckers. Can't come here.
We can go anywhere.
Go anywhere.
This is Joe and Snuff tailgating right out in the open. Anywhere, anytime, they go where they want.
We're here at the tailgate with the greatest pizza maker in the world. Frankie owns the original Patsy's in Harlem, the real pizza place. He just made a couple pies. We're going to show you. Snuff's eating every fucking thing. How's that piece? You dropped it all over.
Unreal.
We're open in October in Boca Raton next to Corvino. And we're going to be opening soon in South Philly. Let me show you this pie. Come on, Frankie, show him your pie. How's that fucking piece? Don't get no better than that. No better. We're coming to South Philly soon and Boca Raton in October, right next to Corvino, which is another good restaurant. So stop by and get the pizza. Snuff, stop fucking eating.
Everything's
Frankie.
fresh.
Listen to Joey, is the best in the world.
But tell him, Frank, tell him about the place.
It's Patsy's in Harlem. It's been there for 100 years. Actually, it's probably one of the greatest pizza that ever existed. And please come on over. And Joe and me are going to open a place, hopefully in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
And
That's
maybe
nice.
other states going
Yeah,
on.
we're going to go all over the country with the cheesesteaks, the pizza everywhere.
By the way, even the street is named after Patsy's.
Yeah, yeah. And if you go to the one in Harlem, tell them we sent you, no check.
Exactly, yes. We'll just mail you the check.
These guys go wherever they want, and they don't need security. The idea that Joe Merlino is benched or somehow out of favor with the alleged powers that be in New York City is kind of a joke, because the opposite is true. He is beloved. Just everybody keep thinking that, though. Keep thinking it. I think that's what he probably wants you to think. You don't know what's going on. No one knows what really goes on, but you can tell something about something by just looking at his travel habits. He's everywhere. He is I don't want to say under the protection. I want to say he's benefiting from the hospitality of the powers that be in New York. Because why is that? Oh, because they are his dear friends. So these guys can go anywhere. No one else can go anywhere. I mean, the mob dorkerverse, they're free to make videos repeatedly about all of this BS. So start spreading the news. Joe's rolling all over New York today. New York, big city of dreams. Everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You might get food if you're from out of town, but Joe's down by law. He knows his way around. Yeah. So bottom line is, Joe is welcome anywhere, anytime, anywhere. He doesn't need security. And I'm not talking about some mob rat popping up in Times Square, pulling out his cell phone and taking 5 seconds of footage. I'm talking about going to the games, standing in the front row, the sideline. I mean, when you're on the sideline of a game, think of like that where you are in terms of like, that's like the spotlight. That's the spotlight of, tens of thousands of people in these stadiums. That's the spotlight of being on television. Everyone knows where he's going, when he'll be there. He's out, in the parking lot, tailgating. So that's just what these cats do. That's how these cats live. Haters are going to hate and players are going to play. So that's just what we have here. I will say that the title of this video is a little bit of clickbait, because I say skinny Joey Merlino invades New York. He doesn't need to invade New York. He's been given an open invitation by his dear friends in New York. And there's no invasion necessary. This is all drama. This is all hype. And these guys who engage in this form of it's like a sewing circle. It's like these bunch of dorks that just get together and have a little sewing circle and just oh, he did this and that's not. You guys know nothing. So just stop. I mean, I say stop, but what would you do if you didn't have this? There'd be nothing to make videos about. You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, keep it up. All you're doing by keeping Joe's name in your mouth is expanding his brand and putting more money in his already deep pockets. So keep chirping. All the rats, all the haters, all the mob dorkiverse, keep chirping. And everybody, don't forget, let me know what you all think of all of these topics in the comments. And also, don't forget to check out my socials. I just started my socials on the other socials. I don't do much with them. I'm more of a YouTube-focused guy. But let me know in the comments. Hit me up on the socials. Hit up all my people. Ciao.
Billy Luna. Please subscribe to the Billy Luna channel and like the video. Thank you.